leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the 5 for the Lakers. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 slot. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Jaylen Brown is out there with James. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Grimes. Kessler up top. Doncic on the wing. Back to Kessler. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Kessler.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passion.
Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Here's Maxey. The 3 from Edgecombe. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Doncic. About a minute played here so far in the first. The shot is good by Mamukelashvili.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. From 8 feet. James finds Brown. And here is Maxey. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Brown.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Grimes. Back to Doncic. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shot is good by Reeves.
Reeves can make you pay from deep, especially if you allow him to get comfortable and set.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Doncic outside. Mamukelashvili passes to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Here's Maxey. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
That's why you give Maxey freedom to do his thing, because he's terrific at creating for himself.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid, a screen on Reeves. James, outside. No good from outside. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Grimes, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
And that's exactly what he's paid to do. Unleash on the iron.
That's going to inject some juice into this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, the energy and vitality he brings onto the floor, sensational.
And it's the Sixers with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Grimes. The crossover. James with
the block.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
And James has got the ball here for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Reeves. Doncic on the wing. And a nice finish on the layup.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
76ers trail by 6. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Inside. Here's Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Maxey's got his second bucket on the night.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Now here's Reeves. Doncic on the wing. Maxey covering from the wing. Rebounded by LeBron. The 76ers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Brown. Now here's Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Edgecombe's got 6 points.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Now here's Reeves. Offensive board. Kessler a screen. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Embiid. Philadelphia has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for the Sixers. Anthony Simons comes in for Maxey. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Hardy. Pass to LaRavia. Looney, a screen on Simons. And the basket by Looney.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The 76ers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. On the wing, Wade. Down low. Here's Embiid. Again, the Sixers score.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Sexton looking around. Looney finds Sexton. Looney, a screen on Brown. And Looney with the slam.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Simons outside. Pass to Brown. Here's Wade. Philadelphia moving it around. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by James. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. James passes to Brown. Driving to the basket, banked it in off the glass.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Pass to Sexton. Here's Hardy. He's covered by Simons. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Now James. Still no points. Embiid inside. Looney's there. And here's Brown for 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Sexton. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Simons. James outside. 3-pointer, no good. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Williams misses.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia on top. They lead by a bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
They've got Dean Wade and Freddie Simons out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Edwards, and it's Barlow in at the power forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Sexton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Simons up top, checked by Sexton. Simon's shot is good.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Lakers trail by 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Brian, back over to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Maxey. That shot off. Excellent D there from Laravia. For Los Angeles, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Looney. Back to Reeves. Looney, the screen to the inside. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Simons. Left side Maxey. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
They set the pick. Here's Maxey. Reeves with some nice D. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Outside Sexton. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Again, the Lakers score.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Maxey against Reeves to the paint. Here's Wade. Looney with some nice D. The Lakers lead by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Sexton against Simons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And he drops it first. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. The Lakers lead by 4. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. The teardrop, and it's blocked by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Kessler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Grimes comes in for Sexton. The Lakers with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 76ers trail by 4. Maxey surveys. Screen by Embiid to win the run. And it's Maxey missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Arabia passes to Reeves. Hits the trifecta. Reeves has got 6.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. LeBron, he's checked in for Wade. And the Lakers also making a switch. Mamukelashvili's checked in. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Philadelphia moving it around. And there's James on the assist from Maxey.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. And here's Grimes. Now here's Reeves. Outside Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Great D that time from Simons.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
James finds Embiid. Simons outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now. To the inside, Grimes hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
James passes to Embiid, right wing. James outside. The three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here are the Lakers. They're on a 15-5 run. Doncic outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Reeves. Kessler, a screen on Simons. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Out to the right wing. The 15-footer. Embiid misses. Los Angeles leading by 9. And they're on the run. Here's Grimes. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Grimes. Pass to Embiid. The 3, James. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Reeves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Punching it inside, LeBron.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for the Sixers. And the Lakers also making a change. Colin Sexton's checked in for Reeves. Outside Grimes. Pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 7. 4-3. He drops it from range. Maxey's got 9.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
1:51 left to play in the first half of basketball. Doncic passes to Kessler. Lets the three fly. Doncic, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Here's Grimes. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And that one misses. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 6. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. James outside. Pass to Embiid. That shot missing. Good D by Kessler. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Outside Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Brown scanning the floor. Inside, Embiid. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler.
Like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
It's his first trip to the line.
It's something I remember from their last outing. He was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
The first free throw is good.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched, really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And Embiid drops them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Doncic outside. Off the mark there with a 3. And here is Maxey. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. We've been in the half-court or in transition, and we've been organized. We've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's James. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 spot. Left side, Brown. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Lakers lead by 6. Outside Grimes. Pass to Kessler. Back to Grimes. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Grimes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here is James. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's a big turnaround right there. LeBron answering right back with the 3. He knows momentum is in the balance, and he wants it to swing his way.
Here's Reeves. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it.
Sixers ball.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute played. James outside. Back to Maxey for 3. Pass to Edgecombe from the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Fires the 3. The Luka 3. Money.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Maxey against Doncic. Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Brown can't hit.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Grimes. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside, Brown. James, outside. And there's the screen. Pass to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Kessler with the block. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
From deep in three-point land, when LeBron commits to a shot, even that far away from the hoop, no stopping.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Once again, let's hear it for your dancing mascot, Franklin LeBron.
here's Grimes, defended by Brown. Kessler, a screen on Maxey, to the middle. And there's Kessler on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight. 76ers trail by 8. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Grimes. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 11.
Gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
Philadelphia moving it around. Screen by Embiid. And here's Brown for 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's Embiid, following the score by Los Angeles. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Embiid drops them both.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Kessler a screen. Down low. And finished off by Kessler.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside Grimes. Back to Doncic. Pass to Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set the foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Ryan?
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Connects from downtown.
Reeves keeping the defense honest there, knocking down that corner 3.
James, outside, inside. Whoa, Embiid with the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Doncic from outside the arc. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simons checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Looney's checked in for Kessler. LaRavia comes in for Mamukelashvili. And Sexton subbed in for Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Maxey passes to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
Doncic, a screen on Simons. And here's Reeves outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Reeves has got 12.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And the shot goes.
Hey, one thing about Maxey, he was just born to score. This guy is a bucket getter.
Here's Looney. Oh, Looney with the smooth move inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Embiid. The three is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Reeves. Here's Doncic. Maxey covering. Looney, a screen on Simons. Over to the left wing. Now Sexton. Off target from outside. Outside Maxey. And there's the lob. Oh, my goodness. Jaylen Brown takes one out of the rafters.
I love seeing players connect like this. Brown excels at knowing when to go for alley-oops.
LaRavia outside. Tipped. It's stolen by Maxey. Outside, Brown. Back to James. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Maxey outside. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Embiid. Barlow comes in for James. And it's Edwards in for Brown. And the Lakers also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Outside Sexton. Doncic, a screen on Simons. Simons against Sexton. Looney, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And Williams drops them both. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 10-point game. Here's the pick. There's the 3. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. 54 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Sexton passes to LaRavia. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. 3-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And they'll get another chance. Simons' shot is good.
He's such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Doncic outside. 16 seconds left in the 3rd. Looney, a screen on Maxey. Here's Doncic. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers earning this break in the action, up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boys.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Anthony Simons. Dean Wade is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Edgecombe, and it's Barlow in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the middle. Here's Looney. And Embiid with the block. Simons with it, picked up by Sexton. Simons passes to Embiid. Pass to Barlow. Here's Wade. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 10. To the inside, Looney. And Looney with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Embiid, the finish.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
So it's the Lakers now. Sexton with it. Reeves finds Sexton. Back to Reeves. Looney, a screen on Simons. Reeves, the pass to Looney. And Looney with the slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Embiid, a screen on Reeves. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. And there's a pick. Over Sexton. Edgecombe, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Sexton. And here's LaRabia. The 3. The kick out to Williams. Outside Sexton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism, Sexton can really get up and finish.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Let me hear you.
Luka Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 76ers trail by 14. Simons outside. Pass to Wade. And stolen by Reeves. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Williams a screen on Simons. From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from 3. And the Lakers lead by 17.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Philadelphia moving it around. Barlow misses. Los Angeles leading by 17. To the paint. And that one's good. LaRabia.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Wade, the pass to Embiid. On the wing, Simons. 6 to shoot. Back to Embiid to get back on track. The Sixers with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Williams, the shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight. 76ers trail by 21. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it's Simons missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Doncic against Simons. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Simons with the ball for Philadelphia. And Edgecombe the bucket on the assist by Simons.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
The Lakers lead by 19. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Basket's good.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Doncic against Simons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Jake LaRavia.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming. And Simons sacrificing his body anyway.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot. But he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And that one falls for Simons. And the Lakers with some changes. Kessler, he's checked in for Looney. Mamukelashvili comes in for LaRavia. And it's Grimes in for Williams. And so Simons nails both of them. The Lakers lead by 19. Pass to Doncic. Over Maxey. And again, it's the Lakers.
Yeah, Luka's arsenal does cover the mid-range now. That inside the arc jumper is easy for him.
Simons passes to Embiid. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. From downtown, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Pass to Grimes. Jacks up a 3. The shot won't fall. Brown with some nice D. 76ers trail by 21. Outside Maxey. Here's Simons. Back to Maxey. Good D by Doncic.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
And they recover it. Outside Grimes. Here's Mamukelashvili. Some solid defense from James.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Simons finds James. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. 5 to shoot. It's money from deep.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Outside Reeves. Here's Doncic. Here's Mamukelashvili. Outside Reeves. He's off from 3. And James has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Outside Embiid. Outside Maxey. He launches. Simons fires. Ooh, the three doesn't go. The Lakers lead by 18. Now here's Doncic. A nice shot by Grimes. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Reeves against Simons. Now here's Reeves. Tightly guarded, and the basket is good.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, in a great win for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Luka Doncic.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight, picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
Pass to Kessler. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Brown passes to Maxey. Brown, a screen on Reeves. Back to Maxey. From the high post. And the jumper falls for him.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Luka Doncic.